So thank you so much, Jess, for meeting with me. And we'll just jump right in. So when did your kids attend Global Village? During which grade levels?
My oldest she started in fourth grade at the same year that my second started in second grade. And that was, I think it was about 13 years ago.
Wow.
Maybe it's more like 12, but yeah, yeah. So we've spanned over a decade.
That is such a statement of commitment to Global Village and how it works for your kids. So how do you think that it contributed to that Global Village contributed to their education?
Um, I guess I'm still always learning new
Mm,
ways that I see that it has uh provided them with opportunity. But I think the biggest thing that it's given us is I feel like it gave me the freedom to trust my children. And I think from the way that I grew up versus the way that they grew up, it's a completely different way of being in the world when you've been trusted your whole life to be able to decide what's best for you. And the freedom that I got from Global Village School was the support to get out of my, well, to stay out of their way, but also to get out of my own way and stop the patterns of feeling like I would know better or I might know better than them what's best for them. So I'm grateful to everybody in the school for providing space for them and space for me to grow as well.
what a beautiful response. Yeah, you've gone to the heart of Global Village, I think, right there. That's so great. Yeah. So again, because you've worked with Global Village for so long, your kids have been educated with the school for so long. It might be hard to encapsulate this, but when you think about the time that you've been parenting and teaching your kids with Global Village, um, what stands out as a strong memory for you as the parent and the teacher?
Hmm. Um, I'm not sure if it's so much memories I have of their process then as much as it is me now reflecting on them being in a different place than especially being that my daughters are in their early 20s now and in that limbo place of where society has told them they need to know what they should be doing, they have to have direction and the gift that I'm seeing is that they've learned to trust themselves as hard as it is because they've been trusted that they will find their way to it and they'll know. It doesn't mean it's not still a process and that there's no struggle going on for them. But I just, to me, it appears different than when that door opened to freedom. I feel like that's kind of what happens at that
Mhm.
age. The door opens to freedom, and what do you do with it at that point? And that's where I see the kind of the gift and it's over everything and so ingrained in everything. It's hard for me to say there's one specific memory. I'm truly grateful for all the memories that we were able to create because we had so much time together.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear so much self-reliance, that they learned that you granted them that and that Global Village really cultivated that too. Yeah, yeah. So perhaps you've already answered this, but what do most appreciate about your kids attending Global Village?
Um, I appreciate their ability to was especially as three of my children are now working for our business. They honestly are the best. We're we're a company that there's 40 of us in the world who do what we do, and like we've got the best employees because I've got these kids that are self-starters that are, they trust themselves. They're, they know safety is important. Like they know all the things that we would want them to know, and they're competent and capable, and they're stars basically in the field. So, to me, that's the gift that I'm seeing. And it doesn't need to remain, in our business or anything like that. I know that they can go out into the world and they know that they can accomplish anything that they want.
Mm, wow. This is so great. Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't, okay, so maybe you don't want to go back here, or maybe you can't anyway, like you're talking about memory. Um, any, really clear, strong memories of your kids that while they were immersed in Global Village and learning and so on, um, any strong memories that stand out for you?
Um, well, I guess I'd have to say it's the piece that led me to start or to recognize that I really just needed to trust them and know that it's when it's time for them that they would find their way to what it is that they want to accomplish. And I specifically remember the beginning of one of my children's learning. We know that it socially is accepted that we learn our ABCs, and we learn, we were working on learning a letter a week, and I was pushing to get a letter in a week, and there was no recall whatsoever after 6, 8 months. There was no recall on the letters. There was no order to them, even though we'd spent now 6 months learning A, B, C, D. Nothing. And then we went out to dinner one day, and I remember um one of the girls saying to her grandfather that she wanted to learn her alphabet, and he turned over the paper and uh the paper napkin thing, and he started writing on it. He wrote the letters, and that day at the restaurant she learned all her entire alphabet. And I guess that led me to this place of wait, when I'd spent so much time and agony trying to show them, oh, let's draw it in pictures, let's do it this way. And when they're ready, they're ready. And yeah, so for me, I've that is a clear memory that I have. I don't know that it so much was about specifically a course or something in Global Village, but I do recall talking with our teacher, Sally, about this daughter who, when I tell her to read, she would go and she would sit with the books. She would sit with them and she would build houses with them. She didn't she didn't want to read them, and I recognized that my pushing her to do it before she was ready was not a piece that was going to serve anybody, me or her. And I guess in having the support of people from Global Village
Mm.
School, I was able to back off and allow her space to, and now she loves reading. Actually, everywhere she goes now, she wants to go to the libraries and the bookstores. And so, yeah, I guess that's one of my bigger memories,
Oh,
particularly.
yep, yep. Yes. It rings so true. Readiness. Yeah. When they're ready. So then you
Yeah,
learn, like you were saying earlier, you learn to trust your children that they will show you when it's time. And then because you're paying attention, then that's how education proceeds, by following them.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Anything else you want to add? Any other thoughts or
Not that I can think of. I appreciate the gift that it's been and the freedom that it's given, not just them, but me and the support and the space to
yeah,
become something other than what we've been told we're supposed to be.
so true. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. You're welcome. I'm glad it worked out.
Me too. Thank you.